you'll read about the protests in Iran, and they'll say they're in response to terrible economic conditions, and they often will not even mention that the U.S. and the West have massive sanctions on Iran, economic war on Iran that has gone on for a long time. And so, yes, the people in Iran are upset about the economy because the economy is not great. But let's also look at the cause of that. This is due to U.S. sanctions on Iran. This is due to U.S. economic war on Iran.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that I see some, let's say, well-meaning people posting things like free Iran along with like free Gaza and free Venezuela. And it's like, no, unless you're saying free Iran from U.S. sanctions. But again, who Iran elects or doesn't elect or whatever is none of your business unless you're Iranian. And so if you see big protests in Iran and immediately say like, yeah, the government should fall, it's like, that's not helpful right now. What is helpful is contextualizing it, like Lee just did, with understanding where this economic distress comes from. So that's what we as Americans, as children of empire, should be doing right now. Because again, none of our fucking business who Iran wants to elect or doesn't want to elect as their leaders.
And this article also points out that mass protests have happened before in Iran. You notice that every time there's a large protest in Iran, every mainstream Western outlet will say, oh, the government needs to fall. The government should throw in the towel and walk away. And
funny how they never say that about the U.S.
That was the end of my sentence. Eleanor, punchline stealer, strikes again. You notice they'll never say this about the U.S. Every time we have protests here, there are large protests. Yeah, you just scooch up. You scooch. There are large protests going on right now across the country about the killing of a young mother by ICE. And I don't see the New York Times saying that, well, this proves that the U.S. government should fall. And like it's just this complete hypocrisy when it comes to protests in Iran. We should also point out that Iran's president, not very long ago, what was it, a year ago, year and a half? No, year and a half, maybe?
Time is an illusion.
Iran's president died in a helicopter crash that I'm sure the U.S. and Israel had nothing to do with. There was, of course, no connection between Iran's president dying in a helicopter crash and Israel and the U.S., who have assassinated a long line of Iranian scientists, have assassinated Trump in his last term, assassinated Iran's top general, Soleimani, with a drone strike. Essentially, the U.S. and Israel have been perpetrating war against Iran ongoing for years now. And then, what do you know? The economy is a little rough in Iran. Not that shocking.